So usually about once a week we get one of these, and this is a double yolk egg. You can see the size difference is huge. It's always fun. The kids love it. It's fun. But we'll crack the small one first. Or actually, we'll crack the double yolk first. So you can see there's two of them in there. And there it is. I don't know if you can hear it, but somewhere there is a leak. So let's figure it out and patch it real quick. Ah. Got a thorn it. So what, remember the tree I told you guys about a while back? The mesquite tree? That's what I was talking about. His thorns will go through tires easily. Alright, so that'll help rough the hole up, warm it up, get it to where it's good and sticky and gooey. We'll take that out. There we go. Alright. So, after seeing how bright those lights were that we put up in the barn, we have two extras. Kinda. Because I want to take this and put it at the front of the barn, or at the south end, where it transitions from the original barn into the new barn, because I can point these in two different directions. And then I want to take this, I want to put it on the wood burner, because again, it would be convenient for when we load it in the wintertime when it's dark out. So I'm gonna see if I can make this work. I gotta take it apart. This one doesn't work anyway. It senses the, the sensor it makes lights and stuff like red lights showing that it's sensing something, but it doesn't kick on the actual LED lights. So I'm gonna see if there's something wrong with the actual LEDs, or if it's just the sensor that's not functioning properly. So it's not looking promising that we're gonna be able to do that. And here's why. I was gonna bypass this whole module about the sensing, but if you look right here, you can see that the input is AC input and the output is DC. And the output goes to the lights. So that tells me that the lights are not gonna be able to run off of the AC input that I planned on using. I mean, it even says it right here. It's a LED driver. So, not gonna work. But while we've got it apart, or while we've got it out here, let's take it apart and see if maybe there's something going on inside of there that's stopping it from coming on. I'm not gonna be able to fix that. It has a bunch of diodes and resistors in there, and I don't have a way to test them. So, oh well. I am gonna take this one off, and we're gonna put this on the front of the wood burner, and then we're gonna put these two lights up here. And it's gonna go something like, oh, it's like this. And it's done. There you have it. I know you all can't see it, or I assume you probably can't, but there's a big pile of lime. They've actually spread about half of it already while I was at work yesterday and the day before, and hopefully today they will finish up. They've just got a few paddocks left to do. So I'll run out there real quick, show you what this lime is, and try to explain a little bit better of what it does for our soil. Before we go do that, these guys need to go to the next paddock. They're on a shortened schedule right now, not because the grass is there's plenty of grass for them, And if you walk through here, you can see right here is pretty well eaten. However, the farther out we go, the less is eaten, because they like to congregate up here by the water and by the mineral lick. But they do walk around. Yeah, you can see there's still plenty in here. I mean, they got all that. They got everything out there. They're kind of lazy when it comes to their food. They don't want to walk far for it. But either way, we're gonna rotate these guys real quick, move them over. That way they can spread lime in this pasture. The lime, the purpose of it is you can see all this brown grass, and that grass is actually called sage grass or grease grass, depending on where you're at. There's a bunch of it. It's in all the pastures. Well, anyways, that tells me that I have some sort of soil deficiency, whether it be the pH level, which in this case that's what it is. But whenever you have a predominant overgrowth of something, that usually tells me that something is off in my soil, where it won't grow what I want it to grow. I want to grow grass, obviously, because grass is around longer. Weeds are good. The sheep will eat them. That's not a problem. The problem becomes that the sheep will pick and choose on they'll eat the weeds over the grass. The problem is that the weeds, they don't grow when it's hot, because weeds, their roots are not very deep. They're right there at the surface of the soil. So whenever it goes for a little while without rain, that will kill it. So we want something that's replenishable, that's always there. Grass is pretty good. Grass will go dormant when it gets really hot and really dry for a long period of time, like it did this winter or this summer, but it's still edible. It's almost like hay at that point. All right, let me move these guys real quick. Yeah, we're gonna take the mineral with us, don't worry. Oh, who pooped in there? That's not cool, guys. Sugar, you're getting awful wide. Maybe I should make a counting sheep video. Help people fall asleep. Down here and we'll show you how severe our drought was. As long as we don't run over any mamas. So this pond is usually full. We're very close to it. You can see on the side the ring. So it's usually all the way up to where that black ram is standing. That's usually where his feet are, is pretty much where it's at. That's how low it is. We have gotten so little rain, and that's after we got 4 inches of rain last week. So I mean, we're hurting for rain. We need more of it to get our moisture content back up in the soil, because that moisture down below will help. So you can see how this is spreading. Basically, there's just a fan on the back that pushes that lime and spreads it around. And it spreads out probably about 30 or 40 feet. I mean, it's really close to hitting us right here. So it spreads out a good ways on each side. And they've got a metering gate on the back that sets the amount or the tonnage. So like we've got it set to 2 tons per acre, because that's what I needed. That's how much we were deficient. That's essentially how it works. I'm gonna go grab the drone and get you guys some drone footage. So enjoy it. to multitask, so flying the drone at the same time. However, you can see it's kind of windy here today, and because the lime has gotten a little, it's drawn moisture from sitting there, not from getting rained on or anything like that. It just drew moisture in general. But with it having that moisture content in it, we can spread it with it a little bit windy like this because it won't float away as bad. But you can see there's a lot of dry matter in there still that is kind of floating behind the truck, and it's getting pushed by the wind. Not a whole lot we can do about it. It's just the way the weather is, and if we wait too long, it'll be wet, and then they won't be able to go on the ground because they'll have to worry about sinking. So you might be wondering how they are able to tell where they went. They actually have a GPS system in there that shows where each truck has went. They actually talk to each other. So the other way you could obviously tell is because we have all this sage grass, which this lime will help get rid of. The tracks that go through there, they can pretty much base it off of that. The other thing is that, so if you look right here, it almost looks like it snowed, right? That's the color of the dirt, or it should be, right? You can see all around it, that's all lime. And all lime is crushed up limestone. But it helps to balance the pH level in the grass, or sorry, in the soil, so that the grass will grow. Grass doesn't like, oh, I can't remember what I can't think of what the term is, but if you have too much pH, right, or alkaline, I think it's alkaline soils. Comment down below if you know what it is. But anyways, grass doesn't like that, and grass doesn't like it when there's not enough pH in there, which is pH deficient, which I don't know if there's an actual term for it, but they don't like that either. So it's a fine line. You got to stay within that balance. Now grass will still grow just like here, but the problem is that since the soil, the fertility of the soil is based towards what the sage grass likes, that sage grass will end up shadowing the grass and killing it out. So that's why we have to manage it and monitor it every year, because it changes. So even though we spread enough lime this year, it might still be a little bit deficient next year, or it may not be. Just have to do soil tests every year to check. And then we do the same thing, kind of like grain farmers do with adding nitrogen and pH, K, and N, basically. They're doing the same thing. All the potassium levels, the pH levels, they want to make sure that they're the right level of all of them for whatever crop they're trying to grow, and we're just doing the same thing. We're gonna help Jason out real quick. He's got a calf that he wants to work, and we're gonna push them all up to the head chute over at his other farm. So it should be entertaining. Shut my door too, I don't want to fall out either.
Especially not getting in the middle of the cows.
I don't want to fall and poop.
Oh, gosh.
Help! Need a horn. Beep, beep! Bella, what are we doing? No. What are we doing?
We're loving. We're kissing Daddy.
It's time to change our flag. And there's something new and special about the new one. So you're gonna have to see. Don't tell them, Bella. They gotta guess.
What's your name?
Not sponsored, but if you're gonna buy an American flag, make sure it's made in the USA. Hey everyone, we want to do a giveaway, and the way this giveaway is going to work is very simple. Number one, you have to be a subscriber to the channel. Number two, you can comment on one video or all the videos, that's up to you. But the comment is going to be selected by my family and myself, and it's going to be selected off of either being the most humorous comment or the most inspirational comment of all the comments on our channel videos. What's gonna happen, or when it's going to be chosen, is when we reach 5,000 subscribers, which is not very far away. How we're going to reveal it is basically we will select the comment. The next video after our 5,000 subscribers, we will make a special video just for you and say why we liked your comment the most and why we selected it. And then we will have you reach out to us to inform us of where we need to send the shirts to. You're gonna also need to tell us the size of the shirts and which shirts you want. All the shirts that you're gonna have to choose from are below in our merch store. So start subscribing if you haven't already, and start commenting.